fuimos.
All right. So once again, we back. After hours, baby. BPNJ show.
You know how we get
So we a little
down.
bit lit. We get the podcast people. They're staying here.
Nah,
Talking
it
a
is
little
that.
bit of shit.
You know, we had to do a little part 2. Even though this is not gonna count like a part 2, just a little vibe. You know what I mean?
They got their little drink or two.
20
Yeah, we've been
minutos.
drinking a little 1888.
Así, no, pero espérate, eso se siente como 2023-25.
No, esta vaina prende una pasola ahora mismo.
Se quema,
Talking shit. Like I'm glad I sober up. When I showed up here, like I showed up late. I thought you guys were here. I'm like, damn, I'm late as fuck. There was like 10 cars. I'm like, none of you.
Ya,
here.
ya, ya me
When I
vamos.
showed up here, I was like, bro. I told him, like, bro, I'm a fucking ecstasy pill. Like 1.5. I'm like, I'm fucked up.
Yeah, no,
How does it feel to do that? You know, I have a story about ecstasy. I've never done it before.
Okay.
Oye, tigre se montó rápido.
But,
No,
you
pero
know,
lo que está diciendo es,
Right,
perdón, lo que
you
está
know, go ahead.
perdón, Rambo. Es lo que está diciendo él, que cuando llegó había tantos carros. Porque estaban la amiga.
I thought I was late. I'm
¿Te la vieron,
trying to be
no?
proper.
Alguna de ellas.
Yeah.
I'm sweating like, oh shit, everybody's here. They're waiting on me. Nobody was here.
Oh, no. Antes de usted llegar, se fueron ellas. So, ya habían como 7 carros aquí, ¿me entiendes? So,
But it was all of Sylvia's friends inside.
todas las mujeres
All of her
adentro.
friends inside. So I'm like, I gotta go pee. Like, I need you to walk me
No,
inside because I'm fucked
demasiado encendido. Él
up.
estaba que no podía
fucked up.
caminar.
And they all stopped me like, oh, you stepping this way, like slow, stuff like that. Like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I'm on a pill. Stop it.
Ruleta.
Nah, no lie.
People.
I
Wait.
wasn't gonna come. I was tired from work. As you guys
I
know,
feel you.
I'm a mailman. I was working.
How long you been doing that shit?
Man, that motherfucker
4
was
years,
cutting
4
routes
years.
and shit.
All right.
But what I see, he gonna have to. Sorry, Jay. He gonna have to do that. We're gonna have to do the next one like on a Saturday. If it's a Saturday, we're gonna go down to the shop. So all that time to make it up here, you guys can just pull up to the shop and it'll be way faster.
On
What do you-
MLK,
Or
baby?
we leave it for
What do you
Sunday.
mean by
What
the
you
shop?
think?
What
The
do you mean
MLK,
shop?
right there,
60
right
seconds
there.
over
Right.
to A&A.
Oh, the mini market.
Yeah, we going to
my
A&A, we
people.
pull up
Shout out
over
to the
there.
mini
Where
market.
dreams come true, you can do
Shout out to
anything.
A&A.
Yeah.
Shout out to A&A.
Yes,
shout
sir.
out,
Yes, sir. Yes,
shout
sir.
out to JTS. You know Jimmy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My
Cam.
dog Librita, Lex.
And shout out to EVD.
I actually ran into Jimmy
Painting.
today.
Who?
Jimmy.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he did tell me that. He was here before you got here. He was waiting for you guys, but you guys got here late. So that's why you brought it up in a way. You feel me?
Yeah.
He made it here late. He thought he was late. Cause he's
There
in
were
so
like
many
10 cars here, but it was all Vince
But
Sylvia's friends.
you guys was not here because even my other co-host left.
Okay. I like the way he's a good co-host for you guys.
It's funny because like today was the first time we did the podcast without him. He left, so like fuck it.
I feel
Let's
like
run it, let's run
he's the main one
He's
that,
a talker. He's a talker. He's
Yes.
a talker. He
and he knows how to keep the conversation going.
Yeah. But
Shout
today
out.
was easy because you guys were able to keep it going.
You do too,
flowing,
but
flowing.
I don't know if you ever watched the Pivot show.
Which one?
The Pivot
No, I never watched it.
is you guys should watch that.
That's the one with the NFL guys, right?
Where Crowder
Right,
and
I seen it.
So he's more like what's
before
that guy
there
from
was-
the Steelers? Whatever. He's like the main one. I feel
Yeah.
he reminds me of
Ryan.
him.
Ryan. Is his name Ryan?
Like
He was a safety.
linebacker?
He was a
There's one
safety.
right, yeah.
That's
Ryan,
been
that's-
it's not Desmond. Like, I know what you're talking about. Like I see him on like
Yes.
First Take and shit like
Yeah,
that.
sorry.
And me, no
But
lie,
we don't
me,
even
I'm
know
more
the
like
name.
Crowder. I used to watch.
He's more
listen.
funny.
I listen to Crowder all the time.
Right.
He used to do a radio show 560 Sports.
Yeah.
It's all about dolphins and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
He's
and
more
then he
funny
went
to
over
me.
there. He's funny. He be saying off the walls type
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. He
Well, we figured out that shit,
remind me
like-
of him in a way.
Yeah, we figured out shit like it's 3 of us. We've been there. Like I know like Villas, he's a technical one. Pete, he's the talker.
Yeah.
And me, I'm the one to talk shit. I just talk shit.
Nah,
That's
nah,
why
nah.
when you see me, sorry. That's why when you see me here and I'm trying to capture the moment and everything, trying to control the board and speak at the same time, sometimes my mind go far too. You know what I mean?
Nah, it's all good. What y'all doing is good.
But I'll be
'cause-
out here. I'll be out here.
What y'all doing is good because y'all can't have the same personality all
Right,
the time.
exactly.
No, of
exactly,
course.
exactly.
Gotta have different ones.
Plus, I
And-
get up to cook too. You already know that.
And then that's one of the things that I told Billy. Hey, you need to have a nigga that just
Right.
just starts saying crazy shit.
Right,
You
and,
didn't
and it's
get-
funny
oh,
you say
yeah.
that because it's come up in a situation like if we ever
I
blow
got
up,
one, but he barely made.
if we ever blow up, like I say the word nigga way too much,
Yeah, you have
and
to
like if
cut
we ever
it.
pop up, like it might
Oh,
come back to
I'm
me.
sorry if I did
Sometimes
say that, I'm
I'm
sorry.
trying to throw it like keep it back.
No, I mean you can
That
say,
shit,
but
like-
not so much.
so much. Like yeah, I know.
Nah, cause I feel like I'm talking to my boys right now, so it's
Yeah.
no, but I know how people right now they get sensitive about
It's
things.
woke. Sensitive ass country.
Yeah.
That's how
Nah,
life.
but it's still like
is.
at the end of the day. Okay, let's be real. Do you talk like that at work?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. With whoever.
I'm
with
at the
whoever.
post
It don't matter.
office, so
With whoever.
yes.
It
I
don't matter
mean,
what it is.
your situation, Jay,
With
your
whoever.
job,
Like,
because you don't.
Negro,
you
like it don't matter. I said
like I
something.
said, your situation, you work in the warehouse. It's not. You can talk to guys
right,
back
right,
there.
yeah,
It's
I know.
different. In the office, are you gonna be saying nigga? Question.
That job was different because I would talk to the owner like that because we had a.
Well, I didn't. You weren't specific to one person.
But let me say that right
Do
now.
you talk to like that to
At
people in
that
the
job,
office?
yes, but in a normal job, no. I wouldn't
Okay.
have
no,
to- I
no.
wouldn't do it.
Let me put to Billy perspective. Would
Hey.
you say nigga to a black African American that you don't know?
If I work with him, yes.
No, you don't know.
He said that you
But I
don't
don't know.
know.
Randomly, it'll probably come out. Probably come out.
I'm the same way. I don't hold
No,
myself
like-
back.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's who
'Cause
you are.
I feel like I'm genuine.
Yeah, they're
Like
better
right
than
now,
that.
I
Right.
don't know. Like I don't know.
Right.
Not to say no name. The guy
Right,
that
right.
was next to me, I don't know him.
Right.
And I told him, hey, look, whatever I say, bro,
Right.
don't take me serious. I just go off
So,
what I feel.
like, how would you react? If, like,
I heard a couple of things.
How would you
you
react?
said.
That guy, that black guy told you, like, oh, you can't say that word.
if he tells me that,
Right. We live in a new world, nigga. Sorry, lost an S in it right now. Sorry.
but I don't know if we want to get to this conversation, but
Nah, we
everybody
can jump
had,
off it quick, but go ahead, finish.
no, but I don't know if I'm,
No, go ahead, go ahead.
let's say like an African American person. if
What
they
you would
don't-
say? What you would say to that response? To that? What
Like,
you would
They-
respond?
I feel
they-
uncomfortable you saying that.
They call us Chico all the time,
Okay.
Like,
or they call you Cracker all the time.
Yeah.
You get me?
That's what you would say
No,
To
that's
the-
not
to
what
the
I
guy-
would say, but true
to
or
the
not
guy
true.
asking you why. You know what I mean?
Not to you, Billy, because you
no,
know.
I'm talking about to a black
it
African
depends
American.
what it is. If it's a co-worker, I'd be like, sorry, I won't say that again. But if
Nah, I
nigga
just
from the
wanted
street,
to
I'll be
see.
like,
I just want to
"Ah,
see
fuck
what he
that
was
shit."
saying,
we
right,
gotta
Paolo?
get that response.
Is that response? What you would say if me and you don't know each other,
Okay.
and I hear you say the word nigga, you call me nigga, and I'd be like, why you calling me nigga, or why he, and I'll tell you what you had said. Sorry,
Right, right.
That I don't want, like you shouldn't say the
It
word
depends how I see how disrespect. ¿Cómo que se dice?
nigga.
The
Como
point of
how-
view,
how-
perspective.
how do I
Yeah.
view you?
Right,
If I feel like you're like a respectful guy,
right.
Yeah.
I would be like, oh, my bad. Look, this is the way I talk. I don't mean no disrespect. But if I see you a hood nigga, I'm like, bro, nigga, what the fuck? you tripping?
You'll be like, damn,
When this motherfucker started working with me,
It'd be like, bro, my homeboy called
Right.
me that, dog.
What
But
is-
if you can, sorry, Jay,
No,
if
go
you
ahead,
can
go
see my
ahead.
skin, I'm light skinned, but I ain't no white boy. You feel me?
when this
No.
motherfucker started working with me, like it's like gringos
Oh,
or like
shit.
this is
Listen to
Billis, this is a new guy, like he look black, like other people are like, oh, it's another gringo. That's all. I'm like, you don't know. Stop
Another
saying that shit.
gringo?
And then he like, just so you guys know, he said he came back like, I'm Spanish. I know what you're talking about. I'm like,
Yeah.
Nah, but
Now you know, nigga. Now you know, nigga.
I don't think you said it right though, but yeah.
Something like
But
that.
I don't know why. I never had that type of problem.
They thought I was a.
Like,
You
You,
feel
they
me?
you a straight up nigga.
like I
And
don't know
then
why.
somebody-
not
sorry.
to say nothing, but every time, like the post office, we all know,
Yeah.
you know,
Right.
I'm always invited
But
to
there's
the
a way
barbecue.
that how you say it, or like they can tell, like
that boy be munching out them barbecues.
right. There's a way that you say it, like they know you don't mean wrong about it. You just
Right,
that's
yeah,
just
yeah.
how you are. You know,
Yeah,
type of
'cause they
shit.
know.
Yeah.
But
I don't
it's-
think in Miami we have that type of problem.
No, we don't. We don't. We don't. I don't think we do. I don't think we do.
If you go more up north, Bailey, yes. We're not in Miami.
I mean, against who?
But I have
wanna be-
applied to new
But whatever,
jobs.
we
I
can
have applied to
take
new
this
jobs where
subject.
like, how do you want to like if you have new coworkers like she, they, them, Latinx? I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like,
Like, look, ain't no shit.
they're a man or a woman. That's it. I don't give a fuck about
There
it.
you go.
Oh, I
And maybe
go
that's why they
There
don't
you
hire me.
go.
I
Maybe
go
that's why
off
they don't
on
hire
them.
me. That's why they don't hire me. 'Cause I'm
Nigga,
old.
you a tranny. I ain't gonna be strict.
You a man.
Yeah.
Yeah, if this is a movie, I would say you a nigga. Stop playing.
That's what I'm
Hey,
saying.
that's another thing. People get sensitive about that. Right now,
Right.
we all. I don't know. I know Paulo doesn't have a kid. Billy had kids. You have kids?
I have 27 stepkids.
Okay. Let's just.
And I'll tell you what. I'll tell you how that
But he really don't have kids though.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Well, I might have one. I might have one.
I know people get sensitive about that. How would you feel if a man that he looked at himself as a woman is going into a bathroom
Nah.
with your daughter?
If I no, you're not doing that. I will stop that shit right there.
No,
I'll stop that shit
tranquilo,
right
Bobby.
But why?
Tranquilo.
You have to be
Because
sensitive to
Ah,
people.
pues yo
no,
voy a
I
entrar
don't-
para
I
adentro
don't have to be-
también. Yo voy a entrar
no,
para adentro.
You say I have to be sensitive. I don't have to be sensitive. Like that's my feelings.
Right.
My feelings should be validated the same way these people feel like.
No, and the way
validate that
he's
shit, like yes.
his feeling like you just
But
you're
the
right.
what? I mean, there was a case the other day that the I forgot what the girl played. I don't know if it was it boxing or something like that.
Yeah.
It was she went up against
Right,
a
right.
tranny in the championship. She lost.
Right. There was like
not fair.
same thing. Like there was a girl that
Yeah,
was
it's
a
not
swimmer.
fair.
There was a girl with a swimmer. She won all the fucking Olympic things.
And she
but
was
she was
a-
a man. Like stop it. What the
Yeah.
fuck are you doing?
I think people are getting too sensitive, man. We have to.
I mean, but not with sports, brother.
Not with
I don't
sports.
think with sports.
They can have their
because
own
like we
sport. I'll
said,
say
like
this, have their own sport.
Look, okay, you can have a female that can swim faster than a man. Of course, the man could be now if the man's way taller, the man is way longer. Now you got a disadvantage. But going to what Paulo said, that boxing match, nah, brother, that strength is not the same.
I'm
Them
with you, I'm
arm is
with
not
you.
the same.
Build their own division. Build their own division. Do their own
Right.
thing.
Now
Build
that-
a
now we
tranny,
get-
a tranny swimming
I-
team
like-
or whatever.
I-
I mean, put it like
look,
this.
Look, and I'm like this. I'm like this. Like I'm like this. Like you can do whatever you want, but don't interrupt the real life. If you have to fucking fuck up
Lo
situations
para.
with men and women,
Yeah.
there's something wrong with that. Like do your own thing.
I just don't get if you being sensitive
Yeah,
or you
también.
being called gay. Why can't I be sensitive that you a man being a girl?
I mean, put it like this. None of us played high school basketball that I know of, right?
Yeah.
Did you?
I was the center for Nicaraguan. Sorry.
so put it
no,
like
no,
that.
tell you shit. Tell you
Let's
shit.
be honest. We would average at least 10 points in girls
Right.
basketball without even knowing how to play.
Right.
Facts. That's a fact.
I feel right
Put it
now.
like that.
I feel
Yeah,
right
that's
now. I
perspective.
feel right now I can take on Angel Reese and like hold my own for a little bit. I'll be open. That
Nah, I feel like a
That's
ball
too much. It has a
No lie, I
disadvantage.
put my nuts all over her face. No lie.
Nah, I think she might buy you
but
up.
es un abusador.
You
You see?
crazy as fuck, boy.
She might be, Mom, you too little.
Yeah, fuck them.
¿Y qué fue eso que pasó por ahí?
It's your little Kane Clark. You saw what she, well, she pushed her to the something like that. A little aggressive.
Well, Caitlin Carter looks like a man. She's good at sports, but she looks like a man. She's not hot
No.
any type of way.
She got that thing.
Angel Reese looks like Sloth from fucking Ice Age.
I think she looked like a little avatar. Like that avatar.
No, I still knock them down. No, y'all tripping.
You know why I can't knock it? Because I'm a torta hitter. So,
¿Cómo?
Yeah, you know, I'm a torta.
Wait, what you said? You won't knock it, but you gonna throw it to a hitter?
I'm a hitter, so I don't.
Nigga, I'm,
Ay,
a
ay,
designated,
ay.
I'm a designated hitter, so I gotta hit whatever comes my
That's
way.
what I'm saying.
Well,
Wait, you
Hey,
Rafael Devers or Big Pop? Because
Huh?
Rafael Devers, you know, he go on some type of cases he want to pick and choose.
You guys
what
know
he do.
about that?
Who?
Rafael
Devers.
Devers.
I don't know if you know about that.
I do.
Bueno, let me tell you a little bit about this.
Go ahead.
He's the third baseman for the Red Sox, right?
Okay.
Was.
He was the whole time the third baseman.
Okay.
And when they made the contract, they said, we're going to pay you to be a third baseman,
Okay.
right? They paid him millions of dollars. Then this year, they got a third baseman and they signed a new third baseman that's better than him,
Okay. Okay.
So-
Nothing wrong with that.
right? So Devers said, nigga, I'm not playing nothing else but DH.
Okay.
They want him to play first base. And he
Okay.
said, I'm not doing that.
Okay.
How you feel about that?
Is he like how good is he as a hitter?
I mean,
Like he's like
he's
like
good.
Gabriel
Average
Ortiz
hitter.
type of shit.
He's good.
He's a
I
good
good,
stay,
he's
As a
good.
hitter.
I stay
And
as
in
a
American
DH.
League, yeah, you can have a fucking fucking.
But they want him to play first base.
I
He's
don't-
saying you
No,
you
no.
sign me. My contract
Okay.
says I have to be a third baseman. You took my base out, so I'm only being a hitter.
I
now.
mean, technically, the contract doesn't say that. He was signed as a third baseman.
he was
Okay,
I
but
would say
still.
this like I
I would stay. I would stay as a DH because my base is not the base that I got signed to play.
Let me tell you what I say. He has to
talking
play.
about someone
Let me tell you
getting
what I say.
200
Like,
mil.
it's
Let him
still-
talk,
it's-
let him talk.
At the end of the day, it's still a job, right? Like
Right.
like us.
Yes,
like
sir.
if you sign us as a warehouse worker, and at the end of the day, like, oh, I need you to fucking like drive a forklift, and you don't want to do it. But that's your job, nigga. Like you're
That's
there
not
to
true,
strive for
brother.
that shit.
That's not true.
You don't
brother.
think so?
You got signed as a what you said, a forklift.
Yeah,
right?
whatever, warehouse person.
Now
Yeah.
they're telling you to clean the bathroom.
Yeah.
Would you do it?
Am I getting paid the same? Yes.
I don't think you'll do it.
I know. I don't think. I think he
I
would
mean,
be
the
mad.
You know,
at
you know, I
him.
wouldn't do it. You know.
I'd be mad at him.
I mean, but that comparison is.
It's
false.
not the same, bro. You get me?
But still, like, it's still a job. Like, it's
But
still
think
like
about it. You're getting paid 200.
you're getting
million.
paid millions to do that shit. Like, what the fuck?
Nah, I don't know if you know, but baseball players are really sensitive. that means
Lately they are.
Yeah,
Yes.
no,
Oh,
everybody.
they're like they have
Even
the whole
right
hitter,
now,
like stance, like the rituals. All that
Bro,
stuff.
we play softball, and if I'm a third baseman, if you move me, you telling me that I'm not good enough. I'm sorry.
But forget that. You go back to A-Rod. A-Rod.
So like you quit, you wouldn't like you would leave the team. They tell you like
No, he'll play DH.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
You're
you
not
cry
play
about it. You
first.
cry about
Yeah.
it a lot. Okay.
Okay, so people that's a the player has the upper hand here, right?
Yeah.
Right?
They always do. They always do.
Correct. But what happens if the ownership be like, hey, if you don't do it, you don't get the rest of the money. It's not guaranteed
Right.
anymore.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
So now
like,
you gonna go play
that's what I'm
first,
saying.
right?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm playing
it's not-
first. Yeah,
But
I'm
you
playing
miss out
first.
on-
No, but
Listen.
it's not in the contract.
listen,
That's what I'm saying.
Listen,
because
You gotta pay my money.
Hold on. Listen. Listen. If you can move Luca, anybody can move. You know what I'm saying? Like if you, he fight or play defense. Okay, anyone can move. Anyone can move.
Okay, but
Whatever
my
sport it is.
contract is to be a baseball player, right?
Yes, baseball player. Baseball player. Not
If I
a
don't
second
play
baseman
first,
or
do you
whatever.
still gotta pay me my money?
As long as you play the position, yes.
As long as I'm hitting, right?
As
I'm
long as you're
playing,
playing the position, yes.
right?
Yeah.
So you still
But if
gonna-
you don't want to play the position, yeah.
You
it's
still
fine.
gonna pay me my money?
No.
No, but in the contract you do, right?
I don't think any contract would be like you have to be a first baseman.
All right. When Jimmy Butler, let's go back. When Jimmy Butler didn't want to play in the Heat,
Right?
did they still have to pay him?
No, he got fined.
No, they found reasons to sit him. So they have to pay him.
that,
They
that
found
was
reasons to sit him.
that
But
was
can
not
pay
the
him.
question he
But,
asked.
but
They
because
still
there
pay
was,
him.
because he was fucking up though.
Right.
He was
didn't
doing
wanna
other
fight.
But did they still pay him?
Yes, right.
That's
no,
the
they didn't
question.
pay him though. When he
They
was
had to
fucking
pay
up.
him.
When he was fucking up, he was paying.
Yeah, but he was
Yeah,
doing,
because he was
doing
getting
extra.
fined
he
because
was doing
he-
extra
yeah,
stuff.
he didn't wanna
So
play
if you
certain
were
games
so
or
if you were
whatever.
the owner and you had a baseball player in that situation, you would pay him? If you don't want to fuck
Listen up, right now. Let's
It's
put
not
it-
about
let's
who's
put it
who's
to
I'm
the
asking
top.
him. I'm
Wait,
asking him
wait,
about
wait,
the
Rambo. It's not about who's who. It's about what contract is already made.
Right.
So the contract's made. They signed to play
The
third
contract,
baseman.
no, they would never do that. They would never do
Listen,
that.
my brother.
They would never sign a contract like you got to play third base.
Okay,
Sign
but
as a
wait,
baseball
we're not
player.
saying that. We're
Okay.
not saying
They sign you as a baseball.
But they sign him
As
as a
baseball.
third
Right now,
baseman.
let's
You
just
have to
say,
do
example.
as any position.
Right now, you guys give me, let's just say, $10 to come here to Billy's house
Right.
to do a podcast.
Right.
And all I gotta say is hello. Say something,
Right.
Yeah.
and I say hello.
Okay.
You guys gotta.
But
pay
I
me,
wouldn't
right?
do that if we were like something.
No,
legitimate.
but but that's not the
I wouldn't do
question.
that. I would not
Right?
do that.
You get
That-
me,
that's
Billy,
too
right?
bad. I wouldn't do. But I wouldn't sign that.
But it,
for him to
okay,
come
but
to do
let's
that.
say if you already did. That's the question.
I'm,
You already did.
I'm firing you.
Do
You
we?
did that.
Yeah, that's fine. But the question
I wouldn't
was,
do
Your
that.
contract is for me to
Yeah,
show up
just
and say
say
something.
something.
Not say something. So I'm saying.
it's so real what he just said. I seen Noriega, the rapper, in Calle Ocho. You know,
He's turned so Dominican recently.
huh?
He went from being Puerto Rican to so Dominican.
Who?
Noriega. Like the more I see him,
I don't
like
even know what
he
he
looks like
is.
your uncle and shit like that. Like on the
Yeah.
drink chops, on drink chops, on drink
Yeah,
chops.
on Drink Champ. But yeah, Nori, we seen him at Calle Ocho. You know, who was with the boy, whatever. And we seen Nori say, "Yo, Nori, say something for the camera." He said, "Say something for the camera."
Yeah.
And he walked away.
And he
Okay.
gotta get paid.
Okay.
Meaning,
And what? And what?
no, what we saying is we just told him to like
Say
we told him
something.
just say
Right,
something.
okay,
He said
okay,
basically say anything. He said say.
What was
say
the
something.
running back for the
Just say it.
Seahawks that used to go to the interview and
Marshawn
say,
Lynch?
yeah, and used to say, hey, you know what I'm here for?
Right.
And they couldn't say nothing to him, right? Because he said something.
Right.
So
you have to
basi-
show up to the interview.
Yeah, show up to the interview and
Right.
say something.
Right.
So basically, he's still complying by the contract, but he's not really complying by the contract.
But he's not, because if you tell him to play first base, he doesn't show up.
But you didn't sign me to be a first
You
baseman.
signed,
I
him to be,
mean-
you signed him to be a baseball player.
baseball.
Baseball player says you have to play whatever we say.
Right.
Yes,
I would
sir.
think that, like, so I would think like he doesn't deserve
So I'm
the money.
kind of both in those. Sorry, I'm both on that one. In a way, yeah, I want to stay my ass playing DA, but fuck, I got
Yeah,
signed.
and then
'Cause
you
if
try
they say,
me.
hey, I ain't gonna be paying. I ain't gonna.
That's
we
like
gonna get
I'm
all that
saying,
bread.
You
that's
can't get in your feelings, man. You always in every. That's why there's a draft, right? And then that's why there's a free agency market. You
Yeah.
always try to upgrade your team.
Of course,
No matter what.
of course,
Right?
yeah.
That's the whole point. If not, you wouldn't draft no one.
Right.
Yeah.
So what they did, they went out, they built a better team.
I see what you're saying, but right now, let's say we are hosts right here, and you sign me to be a host in this podcast.
I would not sign you. Just so.
Okay, but I don't know what. Let's say you gave
I'm
me
learning from you. No,
right.
we're not doing
You
that.
gave me $10 to be in this podcast, and out of nowhere, I know, hey, I'm gonna be the main nigga in this podcast. You gave me $10, and out of nowhere, a week after, you signed Paulo, and you gave him $20.
Mm-hmm.
Now, all I have to say to get my $10 is, "Hey, I'm here. My name is Andy." You know, I don't have to do extra because I'm already mad because you already signed somebody else to take over my place.
What was the contract that you signed though? Because like, what the fuck?
Just to say, "Hey, I'm here. My
For how
name is
long?
Andy."
How many years? Like
Whatever year you signed me to. And I'm
don't do that. Let me see everything before you do that shit.
Yeah, man. You have to write down that contract, the details, man.
and they
This
probably
motherfucker steal
didn't.
your money.
I mean, I guess the guy probably being a little lazy or whatever the case is, but it's all good. Let's see what's up. Una vainita chistosa ahí, tiene algo ahí para ahí, no?
But there's a lot going on. Like even as us, as like our podcast, we have to create an LLC. We got to create our own fucking license shit like that. So like we own the shit no matter what. Nobody can take it away from us. Type of thing.
Yeah, you got to be careful with Rambo, man. Rambo around here taking things, man.
Nah.
Brain shit? Oh, my bad.
I'm actually proud of you guys. What you guys
I
doing
appreciate it.
is something that I enjoy. Talking about sports, talking about things going on, and just this is something between friends.
And you know, you guys welcome whenever you guys want to pass by. You know, talk about whatever, express yourself, whatever, want to promote something.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna pass by
Lo que
again
sea, lo que
because
sea.
we had a good time. We over here drinking,
You
having
know
a
what I
good
mean?
time. We ate some pizza, some hot wings. That shit was
Pizza,
hot.
pizza.
Pizza.
A piece of pieces.
A piece of pizza.
No.
Nah, man, this was dope. We out here.
That's right.
chopping
Hope you
it
guys
up.
enjoyed being out here. Type of shit like,
We appreciate you guys.
especially
for
in the after hours. Right now we're just like free. Talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk about.
Yeah, this
Don't
is the
matter.
after like romance. I
There
don't
are
know if you
no
ever been to
censors. There are no
romance.
censors now. There are no censors now.
¿Cuál de ellos? ¿Cuál de ellos?
All
came
right,
here
now
for
we
one
out of here.
session,
Yeah.
man. 1, 2, 1, 2.
And you already know, VPNJ show. Be back again next week.
Make sure you subscribe. Let's get it.
Like, comment, subscribe. It costs you nothing.
Nothing.
Costs you nothing.
Hit that little button.
Go ahead.
Tú supiste. We out.
Adivina.